This is a new Golf GTI Clubsport Edition 40, and on first inspection, yeah, it looks really good. Until you find out that it's only £745 less than the equivalent Golf R, which has an extra 35 horsepower and all-wheel drive. Right.
But don't write this car off just yet, because depending on your point of view, the Clubsport could actually be your ideal performance machine.
So being front-wheel drive only means that this car is actually 100 kilograms lighter than the Golf R, and as a result that just means, well, it's more agile. You have different suspension settings though than the standard GTI. They're more aggressive and it just makes the car feel more responsive, lively, and just a bit more playful actually. As standard, the car comes with the limited slip differential, which is electronically controlled and can send up to 100% of the power to the outer wheel to really rocket you out of corners. And yeah, if you get on the gas quite early, it does still grip and go pretty well for a front wheel drive car. Though one of the problems I have with this is the standard tyres do mean that it starts to understeer a little bit earlier than I'd like. But you can actually get this car with optional cup tyres which are super sticky, and they should improve the front end traction. Having said that though, it's still never going to rocket out of a corner quite as well as an all-wheel drive Golf R.
And that brings us on to the 2-litre turbocharged engine. It's shared with the Golf R and normal Golf GTI, but how it works is a little bit confusing.
Now this car is normally rated to 265 horsepower, but if you're in third gear or above and you floor the throttle, you actually get 290 horsepower. Now you only have it for 10 seconds, so that's it, over. I'm now back to 265 horsepower. And I have to wait now for another 10 seconds and then, yes, I can floor it again. I'm back to 290. Yes, I'm enjoying this. Oh, that's 10 seconds up. Now I'm back to 265. Oh, and I could go on like that all day for as long as I wanted, but you know what? I can't really be bothered because, one, it's just a bit ridiculous. It's like playing some kind of computer game trying to unlock extra power in my car, which I paid quite a lot of money for, thank you very much. And you know what? Actually, I can't really tell the difference between 265 and 290 horsepower.
Really, you get the feeling this whole extra temporary performance thingy is just some compromise to protect the power supremacy of the Golf R.
It's almost as though the engineers have gone, yeah, I'll tell you what, right, I'm going to give you a little bit of extra power, but you can't have it for too long, just in case the marketing guys find out.
It's all a bit ridiculous really, because while some people will buy into this as a 265 horsepower car with an occasional power boost, glass half empty people will see it as not running at full power for most of the time. And that's a shame, as there are some interesting things about the Clubsport Edition 40, such as the upgraded design.
At the front, you've got a whole new bumper design. There's some big intakes there to help cool the brakes and some fancy trim there. I don't know what that does, but apparently there's a bit of downforce at the front of this car. It's quite unusual. At the sides, you've got some gloss black door mirrors and this black decal there, which is reminiscent apparently of the original Golf GTI, though it's covered in dirt on this car because this track is really messy. We haven't had time to clean the car, unfortunately. We've been driving it, having fun. Now at the back, you've got this very unusual spoiler. So it's a bigger spoiler than normal with these side skirts here. When you combine that with the huge rear diffuser, apparently you get real downforce on the back end of this car above 75 miles an hour. All looks a bit stupid though.
The interior is all good though. It's like a normal GTI, but you get an Alcantara steering wheel, a cool plaque to show your friends, and upgraded seats with hardback buckets available as an option.
This 5-door Clubsport starts from $31,595, but really, if you want a hot hatch that's front-wheel drive with crazy aero, then yeah, a Honda Civic Type R starts from £30,000, and that really does feel like a race car for the road. Now, if you click up there to go to carwow.co.uk, you can see the best deal you can get on this car or the Civic.
Still, this is a Golf GTI after all, which means it's got more class and 40 years of heritage. And as with any Golf, you get a decent boot, roomy back seats, plenty of practicality, an excellent infotainment system, and a car which is really comfy and easy to live with every day, especially if you go for the optional adaptive dampers.
Still, for £32,340, you could have a Golf R, and it pretty much does exactly the same thing, only it has 300 horsepower, and it has it all the time, and it's got the benefit of all-wheel drive grip.
So then, what really is the point of this car? Well, actually, it's quite simple. The The Clubsport is rarer than the normal GTI or R, and therefore it's more of a collector's edition. It's a car for people who think heritage and uniqueness are just as important as outright performance and all-weather grip. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it and subscribe to our channel. And if you click on the video windows, you can watch our in-depth review of the Volkswagen Golf R and the Honda Civic Type R. Plus, click in the top right-hand corner of the screen to go to carwow.co.uk to see the best deal you can get on a new Volkswagen.